Good morning, and what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Swisher coming back at you, you know what I'm saying? Post draft, you know what I'm saying? Here are my own texts and thoughts, you know what I'm saying? On the upcoming undrafted free agents, there's a few guys in that pool that I would like for them to sign. Ricky Seals Jones. um, yeah, man. I definitely want them to go after that dude, man. At 6'5", 240, still able to, even though it was a 4.69, it's still a 4.6. You know what I'm saying? And I personally think, if we can get him in the building, get him in the strength and conditioning program, he'll get down to about, say, 230, maybe 225 at the most, well, at the smallest, you know what I'm saying? And personally, like I said, at 240, you still able to, hit a 4.6, so in my opinion, getting him down to about, like I said, 225, he should be able to, be a sub 4.5 or, sub 4.6 kind of player, Now, of course, like any young receiver coming into the league, he would need help, refining his route running. That's understandable, considering that he's a rookie coming into the league. But like I said, like I said, just being able to take advantage of his skill set. Remember, he's 6'5". Now, the reason why I'm so high on him is because the Vikings took my other weapon from us. I was hoping he would make it, to the undrafted free agency, but I knew he wouldn't. But I was hoping like hell he would, which was Bucky Hodges. Now, man, you guys can say what you want, just like how I was high on Bohinger, the year I don't know what his nationality is, but I know he plays over there in Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? Just like how I was saying, that kid was highly athletic. I think he's German. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm not gonna say I don't know. I just don't remember at the time. I'm gonna go look that up so I'll be more informed next time. Sorry about that, guys. You know what I'm saying? But no, with Ricky Seals, like I was saying, the main reason why I really want him, because think about it. we draft Deshaun Watson. Now, for all you Texans fans out there, I'm just gonna be real with you. Savage is gonna be. I personally believe that it's gonna be an open competition. It's not gonna be no, oh well, Tom Savage is the starter. No. Like I said, I'm a very articulate person. I love listening to people articulate themselves, and I look for certain words that they use in their press conferences, to give my own final analysis and make my own judgment of what's going on. Now, I want to say at least 3 or 4 times I heard both Rick Smith and Bill O'Brien say that the whole team is going to compete just like always. Everyone's going to compete, including the quarterbacks. So that opened the door right there to saying, hey, Deshaun, we drafted you 12th overall. That showed we really wanted you, first and foremost. Now, it's up to you if you can come in and take the job from Tom Savage. Now, I'm just going to throw this scenario out there. Let's say he does beat Savage for the job. I can't clap because I'm holding the phone with the other hand, but, that would be a major kudos to him, and that would prove that he's worthy. And it'd be kind of fucked up, it'd be a major shade thrown at Savage, if he did lose the job, seeing as how he got 4 years of injury history in this damn offense. I'm not gonna bag on him, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, but I mean, it is what it is, that's the truth. He has had 4 injury-plagued seasons here, and that's something you can't overlook. If you're looking for this guy to be your franchise and your savior, so to say, the best availability, is y'all know where I'm getting with that. I'm shit. I'm got this damn camera in my face and I'm getting all tongue tied and shit. Yeah. But nah, man. The whole, like I said, man, that was long story short with Ricky Seals. The reason why I want him, like I said, look at Deshaun Watson when he was in college. He was at his best when he was able to rely on Mike Williams, his big go-to receiver. Now, anybody that knows football, you and a lot of people don't, unfortunately. And it's surprising that a lot of people call themselves fans and don't know jack shit about football. I could put an IQ football test to the average motherfucker and they call themselves fans and they'll be like, with that goddamn Shaq look on their face. You know what I'm saying? That's what, a lot of people need to understand. Having a high football IQ is rare and it's hard to find in people. You know what I'm saying? And I'm lucky enough, not only did I play sports, but like I said, throughout my lifetime, I've had the opportunity to meet some really intelligent football players. You know what I'm saying? I've gotten to meet Drew Brees. Hell, I've gotten to meet Peyton Manning. You know what I'm saying? I don't brag about these things, but, these are the reasons why, from an offensive standpoint, I know what it takes to make an offense click. You know what I'm saying? Now, moving right along, like I said, now that I've gotten past the whole Ricky Seals thing, like I said, bringing in Ricky Seals as an undrafted free agent, that would definitely give Deshaun Watson that Mike Williams 2.0. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, since he wasn't drafted, now you can get him for the cheap. Also, I know a lot of people aren't high on Dan Skipper, but I'm going on record again, and I'm just saying it, man. It's something about that kid that it just makes me want to say, hey, if I was in charge, I'm signing you, and I want to work with you. You know what I'm saying? If they were willing to work with Julian Davenport, they can work with goddamn Dan Skipper. Reason why I say that, because you bring them in early, you know what I'm saying, because they're both rookies. You could potentially have your starting left and right tackle. Remember when Charlie Cassidy was before he got the boot? You know what I'm saying? If my memory serves me right, that's exactly what they did. You know what I'm saying? After they recovered from after they recovered from the David Carr situation, they realized, okay, yeah, we really gotta buffer this offensive line. So I forget which draft it was per se, but I do remember them going and getting not one but two tackles, and I believe it was in the third round, because I think Eric Winston was one of them, and the other dude, I forget his name, but you get the gist of what I'm saying with that. You basically get two tackles in one draft process, and like I said, if they pan out, Rick Smith looks smart again for taking a chance on a guy that was undrafted free agent. Now it also makes the coaches look good, because, like I said, that's one thing that people can say what they want to say about the Texans, but we do develop players really good, and it is what it is on that. Now it sucks that we develop players and then miraculously, we don't retain them somehow, then they go on to other teams and win Super Bowls and shit. That shit pisses me off, I'm not even gonna get into that subject, but moving right along, the next move that I feel Houston should make, and this isn't a long shot, but when you think about it, and from an analytical standpoint, it would make a hell of a lot of sense. I'm going out and I'm signing me another running back. I know we got Dante Foreman. I know we had Lamar Miller. Hell, I know we got Alfred Blue, Akeem Hunt, and Tyler Irvin on the roster. But let's call it for what it is. Goddamn Blue, I'm sorry. Your ass is out of here. You know what I'm saying? out of Akeem Hunt and Tyler Irvin, I would bump Irvin back down to the practice squad. You know what I'm saying? And Hunt will mostly be my return guy. You know what I'm saying? That's his role. Now the running back that I'm planning to bring in is LeGarrette Blount. Now I'm pretty sure you're wondering why LeGarrette Blount. Well, look at the old New England way when it comes down to free agency. Subtract from their team and add to yours. Now I get it. It's hard to do that with New England because they add so many pieces while subtracting. They seem to add more pieces. You know what I'm saying? When they're getting rid of guys, they seem to bring in more guys. You know what I'm saying? And when they don't bring back a guy, it's for a reason. Now with LeGarrette Blount, I just feel like that's complete bullshit. They don't have a reason not to bring him back, except for the money. That's the only thing I can really think of. With the money. The dude led the league in rushing touchdowns last year. I don't give a damn what your opinion is on that. That's a statement right there. That's letting the league know that not only are you running with power, but you also had a decent offensive line in front of you. That paved the way for you to do what you do. Now, reason why I say he would be a good fit here. Look at how we run the ball. You know what I'm saying? And personally, the lineup that I would have, it would be Miller, Blount, Foreman, and Hunt. You know what I'm saying? Those would be the 4 running backs that I would go into the season with. Now, another reason why I'm bringing in LeGarrette Blount, he's been in New England for a while. You know what I'm saying? And just like how they do, if you can bring in a guy from that team, I know they switch it up every year and whatnot, but I'm gonna call it for what it is. That's bullshit. They don't really switch it up a lot. They tell y'all they switch it up a lot, but they only really switch up a few plays here and there. You know what I'm saying? Now, another thing that I want to jump on before I close the video out. Everybody's talking about how these quarterbacks, that are from college and whatnot, it's hard for them to make transitions to the pros, because they are in a spread system. They're always in a shotgun. Well, let me ask you something. How often did you see Brady under center? In fact, go back the last 5 years and ask yourself, how many times have you seen Brady under center? Brady is a motherfucking spread quarterback in a pro offense. In the pros. Brady he's a spread quarterback from college. He's just in a pro system. Not pro system. He's just in the pros now. You know what I'm saying? And I find it miraculous that Bill has found a way to incorporate the college system into the NFL. He's literally perfected it. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, think about it. This is, a lot of, I'm not saying directly, New England's playbook is, consistent of, it consists of, a lot of gimmick college plays and whatnot. I'm not saying that at all. But, like I said, when you think about it from that standpoint, hell, if Brady's been able to have this much success now, don't get me wrong, he did learn the game of football. He did learn the ins and outs of the game first. You know what I'm saying? But once he did that, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, if any spread quarterback can learn the game of football, you can produce just like that. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's a tall tale because Brady got 4 Super Bowl rings, but I'm just calling it how I see it, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't really have a lot of time to do a lot of shout outs in this video, but drop me a comment in the box below. Let me know what you guys think. But I will give a shout out to my boy Ray Ray and to my boy Bread Tuck Gang. You know what I'm saying? Glad to see you in the YouTube scene. And as per usual, like, sub, and peace. And as always, go Texas.